Namaste.
Welcome to BiSy Conversations, Business Sustainability Conversations. It's an honor and privilege to have you. This particular conversation is with the leaders in the area of sustainability, biodiversity, environment protection, and also encouraging entrepreneurship in clean technology and agriculture. And today we are very lucky to have you. You are a pioneer in agriculture and also biodiversity. Dr. GBK-Rao is the founder and chairman managing director of Pragati. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar.
Namaste. So if you would like to start with the chant, you can say.
Prakriti Matako Nirajanam. Vashadibhyo Namaha. Welcome, Mr. Naveen Madishetty, Indian Chamber of Commerce. I most welcome such programs which you are participated previously and now on environment, biodiversity, food, health. So the subject is very interesting, AmrutAahar. We started the company Pragati Green Meadows and Resorts Limited in 1994. 1994. Just a minute. This is on phone is disturbing.
Yes.
1994, when we started, the purpose is hunger and pollution to eradicate.
Okay.
So, why the hunger and pollution? This is our food habits, our consumption. So, there we found that something which we need to do, the how to eradicate the Bhu college, Jala college, Vayu college, like that, the 5 elements are disturbed. At the same time, adulteration is taking place. The adulteration, everything, that is, whatever we eat, right from the kitchen to everything, it is adulteration. In this direction, we started the type of four items which we consume previous is become adulterated. One is our original system of staple food, millets. Instead of millets, slowly today everyone started the rice and wheat, which is the cause for the all glucose, diabetes, and obesity. From there, all disease starts. And also the environment, it is a very dangerous environment, which we will be discussing in the detail in this particular. The second is the sugarcane sugar. Is also consumes huge amount of water, more than 28,000 liters per kg, the sugar to get on the table. Earlier we used to have palm jaggery. Palm jaggery is the one we don't need any water to give. Type of palms you have, date palms, you have jiruga, that is the fishtail palm, then other general palms, date palm. Then third is our kashayams. We used to have herbal decoction. Instead of that, we started taking coffee, tea. There also, environment is also the problem. Our self, the health also is nicotine and other issues are there. In the fourth is that is we used to have that is cold press oils. That is wood. With the wood, they used to get it 1 RPM. Then today with the refined oils, which we are producing, almost, it is most adulterated. All the diseases are coming, the heart attacks and other liver problem, kidney problem, because the oil content, which they say, palli oil, that is the groundnut oil. Groundnut oil is seed required 3 kg to get 1 kg of groundnut oil. But 1 kg, almost 100 rupees a kg. 3 kg is 300 rupees, but in the market, groundnut oil is coming at 100 rupees. So the packaging and advertisement and so much where do we get that? Is nothing but the crude oil, which is disposed waste oils from the petroleum product which been used. Like this, we got into the whole our consumption system changed from our AmrutAahar to the poison. It almost is a poison, and not only for us. And with this, global warming is taking place. Soil pollution is taking place because of heavy pesticides and chemicals, plastics, whatnot. At the same time, water is polluted. In this direction, we came in 1994 at Hyderabad, near 40 kilometers, Shankrapalli Mandal, Padutur village, 2,500 acres. We are growing millets, and also we serve the millets here. And also we have conduct every month, 3 days to 5 days, AmrutAahar packages are taking place, which will be detailed discussions and practical how to make the recipes, each the either millets or how to prepare kashayams or other. We also grow more than 850 varieties of herbal and medicinal plants. There the not only it is for these plants, it's the mosquito repellents. You don't get mosquitoes with these plants, which we are taking for herbal decoctions. At the same time, the aroma, what we get from these herbs, the aroma is the one that we call in Telugu or Sanskrit, Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Means once you take this aromatherapy, which naturally you are getting, or you are not paying money, or you are not the natural, this immunity system is built up, and you don't get these viruses, what today the COVID, this Pragati, Pragati Sudama, you don't find mosquitoes, you don't find this type of any variants, nothing can do here. So what we use, the 3 types of Artemis vulgaris, 3 varieties are there, all 3 varieties. Since the 19 months back, what we have, the COVID, with this, more than 20,000 people brought from positive to negative, and we conduct during 19 months, more than 125 marriages we are taking place, but not a single fellow has got this COVID here in 2,500 acres, where almost 135 rooms, 8 to 12 days booked in a month, and 700 people working here for servicing the marriages or other corporate conferences. So in this direction, we are traveling. So you can ask me what you want me to talk about it.
Sir, Pragati has a great inspirational story for people who want to take up, challenges today and address many of the problems, and it can also help the future generations and solve the current problems. What you have just mentioned about that, not even single case has come up in Pragati Biodiversity Park, and you help them improve their immunity and also come out of that. People who are infected or post-COVID people have come and taken Ayurvedic and herbal medicine, and they stayed at the biodiversity park, rejuvenated themselves in the nature which is created in the biodiversity park, and they took the food which now you talk about AmrutAahar, which is prescribed, very much designed by Pragati in collaboration with other institutes. So that's a great story, sir. 20,000 people and cases that the people benefited from all over India, including bureaucrats and senior professionals and common man. Such a great story. People would be interested how Pragati came into picture. Like, I'm sure there is a lot of foundational work has been done in the idea of Pragati and how AmrutAahar has been designed as a future, because Amruta, can you also explain what is AmrutAahar in the tradition of a country? Because we are calling AmrutAahar as a magical food. So how can it, create a magic for people in today's context? Before going to that, can you please explain how Pragati got inspiration to become today what it is, a biodiversity park, which is also came into the World Book of Records for maximum number of saplings. I think 45 lakh saplings has been planted in a one single place and you got a biodiversity park status by UN convention. So can you tell how Pragati Sudama, actually the idea of Pragati Sudama came and how you made it a reality, and also explain what is Amrut Ahar?
Amrut Ahar is the one which our traditional food which were taken, the like millets. If you talk about the millets, the little millet is called the samalu. Even today, for Lord Venkateshwara is the richest god in the world, Tirupati Devasthanam there. The first offer they give samalu as the first naivedyam. We call the offering to him the first this as a naivedyam. And also as a medicine, also being used the samalu, the powder, with the mix with the water, and when he injured and had his mother put this paste on this injury. And
what is an English name, sir, for that, if I may interrupt?
Little millet.
Okay, little millet. Okay.
Little millet. And similar like that, our Bharata, India, Bharat has come, the king of the original, that is Shakuntala's son. She fed in Kanyamarshi Ashram all the millets which have been talked about, this type of millets, which the strength and the willpower, the type of, it is not only the cerebral, and also the jaise an, I say man, means what you intake the food, that an, your mind performs, whether this sattvic food or tamasic food or rajasic food, means that is more spicy, the rajasic, they are more, yesterday's food, day before yesterday's food, this tamasic food, which is for people, nothing is like animal. We call them as animals. Nothing, we don't talk about animals are, not good, but the type of, they don't have the wisdom. That is a type of creativity is not there, and discriminative power is not there. That's why, being human, we have the best, which we should take up what is right for us, what is right for other beings. That is more important. At the same time, we take care of all our planets, whatever is there, soil, water, air. We have to see that they're all is protected, so that you protect the nature, nature will protect you. That's why we call Prakriti. Why we have come into this line? Because the amount of diseases, my father at the age of 63 and 1993, he is a farmer. He was a farmer, the best farmer. He was having all types of healthy habits, and he likes so much about the farming, and he got the cancer in 1993. That is the day which it gave me a shock. Such a person, which he doesn't know, even while leaving the operation, that he doesn't know why he left. He was telling, why you took me to the hospital? But the cancer, what, the last maybe 50 years, we are using heavy chemicals, pesticides, which is almost the plastics, the type of which I found it is something going wrong. I should do something. Till 93, I was in the industries, and I changed from industries, the very flourishing industries that from there coming to farming, which is very much interested in my childhood. He was asking me to farming is the best. He always say the farming, the person's hand will be like this. Your job holder is always, he has to beg like this.
Giver
Whereas
and taker, yeah.
and also the businessman takes all others grabbing this type of things. At the age of fifth standard, he told me, at the age of when I was studying fifth standard. So I remembered his words, but still he could not, health point of view. Since then, we found that, what is the best, how to come out of this. Then the farming is the one which without chemicals, pesticides, plastics. In this direction, I started. And before coming to this farming, I went to Israel, 94, and seen the wastelands, how they converted agriculture and also the technology. It has impressed me. And the same, fortunate here, I have my childhood, the Sanskrit language, which Gurukul I studied, the type of herbs and all, it gave me the best. Why I say this, when I was doing continuous what to do, I could see Lord Krishna. You see the background, where the Lord Krishna, all around him the trees,
Vrindavan.
all around him the cows. That is called, we call them Uksho Rakshita Rakshitaha Go Samrakshana. These two, if you take care, no pollution at any place. And these herbs we call Prana Pradarthalu, Arugya Pradartha. They give life, they save the life. That is, we call Kamadhenu Kalproksha. Kamadhenu means whatever you desire, it comes. Kalproksha means whatever you think that, it happens. So such wonderful things which we are talked about, those two. Recently, I got World Book of Records, that is 850 varieties of herbal, medicinal, endangered plants, what we have done. That part they have given in the best award. And also the COVID time, that is what services we did, the services, the more recognition from the World Book of Records. And biodiversity, of course, all the national, international, all the awards. We got more than 450 awards every time on either ecotourism, health tourism, or biodiversity tourism, or anything connected with agri-tourism. Sorry. This is the one which makes me so happy that we are able to do it ourselves. And as a role model, this D'Souza Pereira, who is now the climate change, that is what 26 is gone, the biodiversity is United Nations chairman. That time, biodiversity, that COP12, COP11, Hyderabad, he asked me to have 6 sessions in the participation of 19 days program. It is a wonderful experience. At the same time, he asked me to 195 countries to replica this. I said, no. He said, why we are telling no? No, my country, there's not a, they have forgotten everything. You people all take patents and sell to the India back again 100 times, 200 times. I was in that impression. 6 months he was after me to bring this type of replica of every country. Now I find, because you must give it to any country. Why? Because we are not able to, since 2011-12, the biodiversity took place. Nothing is moving as fast as I think. Now the people who are interested should go to any country. We call the Vasudeva Kutumbam. Is all the world is one family. So I realized that now we should go. We are going for Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. This is what They also have the very, very interesting herbs and medicines, plants, and which they also forgotten. They wanted like that, any country we want to bring it back, because every disease is answered in the herbs. Every disease, and also the millets, the type of millets which I will tell you before the millets, active food nutrition for immunity. A
So
healthy diet.
let's. I just wanted to also, because you've spoken so much of very important points. I can't help asking more on it, because for the benefit of many entrepreneurs and people who were looking for solutions, what you talked about are really interesting and inspirational. Especially what you said about the background. The first thing I would like to we would like to pay tribute to your father, who has been the inspiration for you, for Pragati, to come up with. And at the same time, there is a lot of traditional knowledge. You did mention in India that solutions are available not only around the world, but specifically in India. There is a lot of traditional knowledge which you referred to, in herbal and Ayurveda, and very, in farming also. But today you have proven that farming is a great enterprise, sir, because there is a lot of negativity in the last few decades that farming is not a viable thing, and you have proven that farming is actually a solution where every farmer agriculture can be with the with various kinds of trees plantation. If you can combine with herbal medicinal fruits, it can be an enterprise. That means you said, like, you are a giver. That means you don't ask. That means you can generate food, you can generate currency, which is like economic activity for the state, and then you can also generate health. Finally, you can protect the nature. So it is
If farmer is rich, the whole world will be rich. If the base is the farmer, where the type of food, not only for human beings, all 84 lakhs living beings, he is the ultimate. And all this he does with as a giver, is happily, he takes all his type of the shrama, that is the work what he does day and night. The farmer, even the seasons, they're the type of against the seasons also he work. But today, as you said, the farmer is suicides are more. That is one reason we have come. Today, any farmer can earn more than employee. What today the competition, today the people think that whoever is working, they are earning monthly 1 lakh rupees. That is in rupees, if we say in India, that is this amount which he can earn in the farmland, farming, because there are three things which he was being put into loss. Input is cost is more, output is less. We have removed three things which is input cost. One is ploughing, another is the fertilizer, third is wheat. Wheat is the one which is completely today anywhere in the world, the weed is the biggest problem. For that weed, people use all round up the chemical, which is more dangerous, like arsenic, lead, mercury, which is poisonous, which it comes into the plants. That's not supposed to. But we found in such a wonderful thing, keeping one cow, 35 acres she can, and the urine and dung that we do a lot of humus to get type of jivamrutam and all. What we do, whatever it comes from the agriculture, that straw is being put on that soil so that it becomes covered. Once it covers the soil, your global warming is reduced. At the same time, no weed will come. Third, no ploughing is required. Once you put this jivamrutam, it becomes fertilizer. So input cost is gone. Now the output is only one, which it is. That's why the farming is another subject which we can have. It is the most the future. Future is the farming. Future is the farmer.
Yes, sir. So that is what we want to talk about the AmrutAahar series. So that we talked about especially four components. You mentioned about food like which is millets, and then we have consumables like herbal drinks, which is also one subject, and we would like to take up palm jaggery, which is an additive.
Right.
Various kinds of additive which is required for the food, and also cold processed oils which is used for preparation of the food. So these are very important. We will come into one by one. So we will want to start the whole idea of Amrut Ahar, which has been actually the backbone of producing great. It is not only about health, that I think Amrut Ahar actually has created great individuals, inspirational personalities, great kings, great businessmen, great entrepreneurs, and inspirational knowledge gurus. So food is the fundamental for for the development of a human being. So can you define, sir, what is Amrut? Because before we going to the millets, what is
See,
Amrut traditionally?
traditionally, Amrut means what from the moon the rays comes is Amrut, means immunity system. See, everyone needs the immunity. Once immunity is there, like AIDS or cancer or the type of today the COVID-19, the viruses, you have to have the immunity, which is called is Amrut, which is nectar, which keeps you young. Even 150 years, if you are living 150 years, your all the seven types, whatever is there, the bone, the blood, your all other hair, everything, they active, very active life. It's not like a dull. That is the Amrut. Once you are taking means you are always young. The mind, your physical body, everything, your seeing, tasting, smelling, hearing, all these things, it will be till the, your either 100 years, 120 years, you always young. That is Amrut. This Amrut comes from these four. One is the millets, another is kashayams, which is called herbal decoctions. Third is the cold press oils from the wood, what type of wood you use for the cold press at 1 RPM. At the same time, this is the palm jaggery. Palm jaggery is the pectrose, sugarcane is the glucose. So we'll start the millet today. We'll talk about the